The Rubik's Cube is a very good tool to learn and understand the concepts of programming, and in this video, I will introduce to you 4 different concepts in programming: variables and constants, flow control, loops, and functions. First, let's take a look at the concept of variables and constants. Have a look at this 3x3 cube. There are centerpieces and non-centerpieces. With the centerpieces, no matter how I move the cube, the center does not change. And conversely, the pieces around the center, they change. These are variables and constants. Data that do not change, and data that does change. Now, you may be wondering, is it possible to have a program that has only variables? And yes, it is very much possible. This is a 2x2 cube. Unlike the 3x3, the 2x2 does not have fixed centers. And as you move around, these centers dismantle. This is like a cube, or rather a program, that only has variables. And you may also be wondering, what about a program that has only constants? Well, that's basically a 1x1 cube. A cube that cannot be solved or scrambled, because its solved state is the same as its scrambled state. Now, let's take a look at the concept of flow control. Have a look at this particular cube. We are solving for the second layer. And to do so, using the beginner's method, we place a piece in the top center position, and then we either insert to the left or we insert to the right. If this piece has to move to the left, we do the left algorithm. Else, we do the right algorithm. Let's take a look at it one more time. If this piece has to move left, we do the left algorithm. Else, we do the right algorithm. And this is known as an if-else control statement. Control statements affect the flow of the program depending on the condition. Now we will take a look at the concept of loops. In this case, I'm solving for the top layer, and all the pieces are already in the right place, and all I need to do is to orient them. I will solve this piece first, and with the knowledge of the beginner's method, all that I have to do is to perform an algorithm to orient this the right way. But observe how I will perform the algorithm. That's the algorithm. I'll do it again, and again. Notice how I had to do it a number of times. This is known as a loop. A loop is a set of instructions that has to be performed a number of times. In this case, while this piece is not yet solved, do the algorithm. And it kept doing that until it is solved. And now we move on to the rest of the cube. Here we'll do it again. So I'm going to do the orientation algorithm. That's the algorithm. And it is complete. There are many other loops out there, but this one that I have demonstrated is the while loop. The last concept we will look at in this video is functions. Now, observe what I'm going to do. I'm going to solve this corner piece by moving it up here using the beginner's method. And to do that, I'm going to do an algorithm to move it up here. And watch what I'm going to do. R prime D prime R D, 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 R prime D prime R D. Okay, so now that the piece is solved. But recall what I had just done. I had to keep enunciating all the steps that I was doing. If my algorithm were to be more complex, it would be very time-consuming and laborious to keep enunciating all of those steps. A function can help take care of that, because a function is a group of statements that can be invoked by just calling its name. So instead of having to keep doing R prime D prime R D, R prime D prime R D, and so on, all you can do is to just call its name. I'm going to call this corner solve. So instead of r prime d prime rd, corner solve, corner solve, corner solve, corner solve. And you can combine the concept of functions together with loops that we had just learned just a while ago to make your program more efficient. So let's do that again. I'm going to scramble that, move it out there. All I need to do is a loop of corner solve to solve this. So a loop of corner solve, and there we go. I didn't have to keep enunciating every single step that I was doing, and with the loop I only had to do it one time and specify that I want to stop performing the algorithm once this piece is solved. And those are the 4 concepts in programming. Now, there are many different programming languages out there and some more advanced topics, and for the purposes of this video, I'd like to keep it simple, just to keep things nice and easy to digest.